Good morning.
Good morning.
And may the blessings of this day and our communication stir you to a deeper level of realization of who you are, and also the realization of who you are not, that you are in the process of outgrowing. Many lives have you spent coming to this point, and this is a culmination, an exceedingly wonderful opportunity for you to recognize that while you are currently in a physical body that we have come to reference as a spacesuit, that it in no wise means that you are the body any more than were you to be elsewhere in space, and the suit that you would don to allow you to be in that environment would be who you were then. So I say that as a distinction to help you to see. You have chosen to come and be in this environment. And this environment has certain requirements and restrictions. You have to have oxygen, you have to have food, you have to have water, and then you need to be able to move about it with a sense of ease. But after a while of donning this spacesuit, you become quite used to it to a point of mentally believing you are the suit you wear. Awakening. Awakening requires of you to look again, to come to a place of seeing who you are. You can say, well, I am the intelligence, the one who recognizes, the one who thinks, the one who feels. And again, like your spacesuit, these are tools that you use to help you to negotiate this world. But as it has happened, you've come to believe that you are the thoughts you think, the feelings that you feel, and you are the mind through which all this occurs. Awakening takes you to a deeper level of realizing you are the intelligence who uses these tools. And now is the time to awaken to the fact that they are simply tools, and to let go of the identification that you have made with them through what you have called ego. Trust me when I say that where you are in life is a time of transformation. And that you who are hearing this message, if you are truly hearing it, are in the process of awakening to where it is registering in you as a stimulus to go deeper in yourself and to let go of the surface belief you. Whereas the majority of humanity, this would be trite, if important at all, if it would even register, because that is the way it is with ego. Ego only recognizes those things that it has come to program itself to believe as true. All the while, you, the being you are, is aware of all of this and is awaiting you to come to a place of stirring yourself awareness-wise to begin to reconnect with your true nature, and in your reconnecting to begin the process of living you through your senses instead of limiting you to those senses. Everyone knows that meditation, if they have tried it, takes you to a different place. Anyone who has chosen to become still within has become aware that they still exist, and if they allow themselves to be aware of the chatter that is going on at the same time, they come to see, I'm not the chatter that is occurring. These are the initial steps that take you beyond the threshold of the belief self. This is where all of humanity is being stirred and stimulated to come to a place of realizing, I am. So that much as Christ was able to say, being Jesus the Christ, before Abraham was, I am, is totally meaningless to the ego, but to your awakening self. It stirs in you to recognize you are eternal, which means you are timeless. That means that you exist without the constraints of past or future, which means that you exist and always have existed, and you are in the process of recognizing yourself as such, so that you can then, with ease and acceptance, be present in life, and find that with this growing ease of presence, that you then are taking on the Christ consciousness. That you are beginning to experience a sense of self that is accurate, and that requires no supports, does not need deeds to prove it to be true, but rather that you are, and that you are able to enter into a state of ease and simultaneous excitement and joy, because you recognize this brings you into other dimensional realities that the mind could never comprehend. And I realize that to hear this message, and if you're only listening through the ears of ego and mind, then you're threatened. Understood. And that is what is happening in the world today that is causing much of this turmoil that is occurring. The mind, ego, is reaching its limits of positive expression. If you look right now, you can see that killing over 200 million of its own kind is not exactly a manifestation of peace and well-being of a species. In this, you come to see that, like the dinosaurs, every species, every kind, every manifest sense of awareness has this opportunity. That you, as an awakening species, you begin to realize that there must be a shift if humanity is to survive and go beyond surviving to actually thriving. If this is to occur, then there has to be some internal awareness, consciousness shift. And this is the shift of which I speak right now, that others before you have been able to reach, recognize, and stir to stimulate the rest of humanity to come to a place of personal recognition. So today, the message is coming to you. Whether you are ready to receive it at this particular moment or not, that's up to you and your choice, because you see, as awakening, evolving beings, you have that right of choice. You can and you always do choose, and consequently you fill your life with the experiences that reflect your thought, your feeling, your combined awareness. to be able to go beyond thought and feeling and the limitations of the mind, requires of you to make self-discovery. That means to actually discover your true nature that has always been there and is awaiting your recognition. If you can, allow these verbal signposts to show you a way for you to take it upon yourself to travel within and make the discoveries of who you are. The blessings of life are all about you. This planet is a gifting manifestation of the greater source of which you are a part. May you grow in your sense of self, and in that find a deep awakening, appreciation, and love for who you are and where you are, to bring you to a place of deep conscious bonding that you then choose to be your means of connecting. Blessings to you until we meet again.
For more information about the Metaphysical Church of Enlightenment or the Rodin Foundation, please go to our website at www.rodin.org. If you have been inspired by the revelations shared in these podcasts, please donate to the Rodin Foundation's ongoing efforts to help others help themselves at www.rodin.org/donate.